Welcome back to Yapaholics, where we yap and you listen, the Pensacola podcast hosted by your local real estate agents. My name is Matt.
I'm CJ.
And today we've got a good one for you. I kind of wanted to start everything off here with some events that we got going on. You know about the events happening in February, CJ?
Tell us, Matt. Let's jump right into it.
That very first week, the very first weekend, we have the Double Bridge Run, which is a 15K and 5K on the 7th of February.
What time does that start?
That is starting, I believe, 8 a.m.
Yep.
They might start the 15K even earlier than that.
And they block the bridge around 6-ish or so.
Oh yeah, you're not going to be able to
6, 7.
You're not going to be able to get over the bridge at all that day. Well, I mean, at least early in the day.
Sure. I would stay away from that part of town for the first half of the day, whether you're trying to go into Gulf Breeze or coming from Gulf Breeze into Pensacola.
Absolutely. And then also that night, so that's going to end probably around noon. Traffic for that's probably not going to stop until around 2. But then that night we have an Ice Flyers game.
Have you ever been to an Ice Flyers game, Matt?
I've been to a few Ice Flyers games, CJ.
They're always a good time.
It's the best time.
They're having a good season this year so far. A lot of sellouts, a lot of attendance. It's good for the area.
Which I'm very surprised because I know we lost a few players going up to pro.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah. I just know that it made our team technically worse.
Sure.
But we still seem to be pulling in the audiences better than ever, which is great. I think it's great for the local scene for sure.
Yeah. I like how they do all different jerseys throughout the year.
So much fun.
If you're into that kind of stuff to collect jerseys, you can always buy a new one. The Mardi Gras one in February is so sick. It's awesome. It's great for the area.
And to give a little tip, during the summer season, they still sell jerseys online and you can actually get them for a discounted price. So if you're looking for a certain jersey, they usually keep them online. So just keep your eye out on the summertime sales and stock up on them because like CJ said, they're pretty sick. I like pretty much all of them.
I actually didn't know that.
Yep.
Good to know.
And then moving on to the next weekend.
Oh, it's the big weekend.
Yes, which is Mardi Gras weekend.
Mardi Gras weekend is a thing. I realized very recently that Mardi Gras is not everywhere. So a lot of people don't know what Mardi Gras is. It's a celebration.
Yeah, it is.
It's a party.
What we're celebrating, I actually have no idea. I don't know what the meaning behind Mardi Gras is. I don't know where it came from. I think it started in Mississippi, even though a lot of people... No, it started in Mobile.
That's right. Go.
Mobile. My bad. I was getting the M's mixed up there. But a lot of people associate it with New Orleans because they do it big over there as well.
And then we've just adopted the culture along the Gulf Coast.
Absolutely. But this weekend actually doesn't start on the weekend. It's going to start on Thursday with all the events.
That's the 12th?
That's the 12th.
Yeah. What do we have?
For two different things here. But the very first thing is that nothing says Pensacola culture like the Ying twins and Waka Flocka Flame at the Bay Center.
Oh, man. What a great time that's going to be.
I can't believe.
I mean, you tell me 10 years ago, that Waka Flocka Flame's going to come to the Bay Center. I'd call you a liar.
No shot.
Ying twins, their best days may be behind them. Still entertaining.
I bet they're still a blast to see in concert.
I bet that concert's going to be nuts.
It's going to be so much fun for sure. Well, if you don't want to go to that though, you might need to get out a little early to beat all the traffic to that. But we, as the Hanson team, will be hosting a Jambalaya Cook-off on the 12th from 4 to 6 at our office. I will post the address in the comments of this video and on any short form that we need to. But we're having everybody come by. It's going to be a people's choice kind of thing. We'll have a QR code. You can vote for your best one. We should have around 10 to 12 cooks maybe. We'll see how many people sign up for that. I know I had somebody say that the only jambalaya that they cook is from the box. And I said, wouldn't that be a fun little experiment?
See if that one wins.
See if that one wins.
That would be crazy.
It would be funny though, wouldn't it?
Call it a pregame to the Waka Flocka concert. You can eat jambalaya. We can pregame a little bit and then you can walk over to the Bay Center and enjoy all the concert has to have. Unfortunately, I won't be enjoying the jambalaya. I will be here for the party, but the way my life is set up, I cannot enjoy jambalaya, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a little too spicy for you.
Yeah, and people make it all different ways and all different spice levels. Some's super Cajun, some's a little mild, some's in between. It's also crazy how many different variations of jambalaya there is.
Absolutely. I know that we might end up kind of changing it a little bit in the future to where we also get people doing gumbo.
Mm,
That was a
people
little
love gumbo.
that was a little bit of a talk this year, but we decided to just stick it with the jambalaya because that was such a big hit last year.
Yeah, it's second annual, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, gumbo would be good.
Should be fun. The winner's going to end up getting an apron, trophy, and a gift card to, I believe, Pearl and Horn is where we're
Oh,
going to end up giving the gift
oh,
card to.
oh,
So
that's good.
a nice little preview for our next episode. But leading into that, that's when we got February the 13th is that Friday. And it's going to be the Crew of Lafayette Illuminated Parade.
That's a good one.
That one is fun. That's the one I went to last year. Eric, Angie, and Keyshawn, we all went to Carson when he was on the team. We went all down there. It was super fun. Is that the one that you prefer out of this?
It it depends, right? If I'm going with a group and I want to have a good time, I want to go to the big parade on Saturday. If it's a smaller group and we're not really too interested in the actual Mardi Gras part, the Friday one's just as good.
All right. Well, that leads us right
I-
into that.
it depends, right? Do you want Friday night scene or do you want a Saturday scene?
Right.
There's two different events that can be happening there.
Yeah, that's true. And I think, but the only thing that I can think of that would combat that is, isn't Saturday also Valentine's Day?
Saturday is also Valentine's Day, gentlemen.
So that's going to be pretty crazy around town. I know we have a lot of places that get sold out for Valentine's
Oh
Day
my God, I
dinners.
got to check my reservations.
Yeah. I think I just reminded CJ of something. But yeah, Saturday, the February the 14th, we have the Grand Mardi Gras Parade, which starts at 2:00. And then I can only imagine that the entire downtown scene of Pensacola is going to be shut down for Valentine's Day up until probably 10:00 at night.
Yeah, it's you start early and go late into the night that Saturday. The
Yeah,
party doesn't end when the Mardi Gras parade is over.
I agree. And then on Sunday, February the 15th, we have Crew of Rex, which is also super, super fun. This one's out at the beach. I don't think I've actually ever been out to this one, but I've heard really good stories about it. CJ, haven't you gone before?
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a little dangerous out on the beach. Again, it depends on the crowd you're with, but you can have as much fun as your heart desires.
Absolutely. And would you have any warnings for anybody for this weekend?
Yeah, if you live downtown or you're coming into town, staying in an Airbnb, just don't move your car. Make sure it's out of the way if you do have to move. If you're anywhere near the downtown area, parking's going to be crazy. We now, since Palafox is under construction, as we talked about, there's free parking all of downtown. So just be careful parking.
Yeah, be aware.
Be aware where you're parking. You can get tickets. You can get booted if you're staying locally or anywhere downtown. Just be aware where you're actually parking the car.
I think Uber is going to have a very good weekend.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's the way that I would look at it. Also, if you're not into Mardi Gras, there is a foodie option for this weekend that we're talking about, the 13th through the 15th, where there is a Foodies Food and Culture Festival at the Interstate Fairgrounds, where there is going to be over 40 food trucks.
You planning on going to that?
I have not made any decisions yet, but I do want to go. I've never been to it. I don't know if this is the first year we're doing it, but I saw it when looking at all the events happening. It sounds super interesting to me. We've kind of already made it clear on this channel that we are super food forward.
Yeah.
And our next episode,
We'll talk about it.
is going to be a lot more about food. So yeah, I think I want to go to it for sure.
If you happen to go, do me a favor. Try 5 different food trucks that you've never had before.
Absolutely.
And report back to us and tell us how it is.
Of course. I'll come with a full report of what I got.
I need videos.
Oh, I got you.
I need commentary along with it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I'll look like one of those food creators.
Yeah, please do.
That's what I'm going to go for. And then coming in at the third weekend of February.
That's the 20th through the 22nd. This is your weekend, right? This is
absolutely
your Super Bowl. We have Pensacon coming to town. Matt, tell us a little bit about what Pensacon is.
Pensacon 2026. It's going to be at the Bay Center. So just just a week and a half after Waka Flocka and the Ying
Yeah.
twins.
As soon as you recover.
Yeah, as soon as you recover from it, we get to see stormtroopers, anime cosplayers, Pokemon everywhere. It's just a great time. Anybody that likes nerd stuff, go to Pensacon.
Yeah, this is Matt's nerd convention.
Absolutely.
You could kind of compare it to like a smaller like Comic-Con, right? Like
Correct.
that's essentially the gist of how it is.
Right.
You nerds just unite at the base center and nerd out on all different people that are there.
Yeah. And we'll see what the weather is going to be like for that weekend. I know last year when we went, it was actually really hot.
Yeah, it was warm
for that weekend.
It is the end of February, so that's not too surprising.
Yeah, no, not at all. And we just got the words from Phil.
Yeah, more weeks of winter.
Well, I think it's just up north that's going to have more winter. Apparently, we're going to have early spring. Which spring for us is just like the beginning of summer.
Yeah, it's just allergies.
Exactly.
We also have gallery night that Friday night, the 20th.
Yes.
So there's going to be people out all weekend that weekend. For gallery night, I imagine it's probably Pensacon themed. So you're going to have people dressed up of who knows what. So if you're the type of person to people watch, this would be a good event to go to. You're going to see Batman drinking a beer next to your local banker.
And people watching is one of my favorite hobbies.
Yeah, of course.
And it's one of the, we didn't talk about it a whole lot when we talked about the beach in the last episode, but it's the same thing with the beach. The beach is a fun place to just go and people watch. They get kind of crazy out on the beach sometimes too.
Listen, the heat and alcohol don't mix well with people.
That's correct.
It's the best of them.
Ask us how we know.
Been there, done that.
Because we have been there and done that for sure.
Many, many times. Just when you don't think it's going to hit you. You don't remember.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you happen to go to any of these events over the course of February, leave us a comment. Let us know what your experience was like. We'd love to hear from you. But let's go ahead and get into the meat of the episode here, where we are going to do a little market comparison as far as cities go.
Yeah. You take Pace. I'll take Pensacola.
We're going to do a little Pace versus Pensacola here. And we're going to use just some average numbers.
Sure.
Nothing crazy. I think we're going to go off of a 400-ish budget here.
Sure.
Who do you want to go first?
No, go right on ahead.
First? Okay.
Knock us out of the park with your lovely Pace area.
So let me get it pulled up. But I was looking not too long ago, and I know that there is quite a few, like almost brand new builds in Pace right now, around the 400K mark.
Yeah.
I actually think I found one for like 380. That was built in 2022. It's about 2,000 square feet. And, typical yard. Not too much, not too little, but typical yard. What are you looking at?
How many square feet you have?
Like 2,000 square feet.
Okay. Yeah. I've got a budget of 450. I'm looking in Cordova Park. I've got a 3.2 for 1,800 square feet. What year was yours built?
2022.
Oh, yeah.
What are you about to hit us with?
1956.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep, we're on a little over a quarter of an acre.
That is incredible.
That's the difference of locations. Some locations, as our Cordova Park, is more desirable than some would say in Pace.
Yeah, and you can just see that, like I would say the fact that yours was built so long ago, I feel like your maintenance costs for the first 5 years is going to be way higher than what you're going to find in Pace with a new build.
Oh, brother, my HVAC is old enough to vote. You know what I mean? Like, that thing's hanging on by a thread. You can negotiate a new one, but assuming it comes with that thing's on borrowed time.
Yeah, for sure. I can see that. And I'm looking here. I also have another one that's 2,400 square feet at 389 that was built in 2025. So
brand new.
Just multiple options here in Pace. Brand new. You're not going to have to worry about anything for the first 5 to 10 years, maybe, whenever it comes to maintenance, as long as you're taking care of your stuff. Of course. This also comes with the homeowner themselves, as long as they're keeping up with their maintenance and paying attention to what needs to be replaced or taken care of early.
Yeah, general maintenance.
Yeah,
just like with a vehicle.
Yeah,
You
all
know,
those big ticket items can kind of take care of themselves as long as you keep them serviced.
right?
So,
What do you think insurance is going to run you on a house that's newer like that?
well, we're inland in Pace, so
Mm-hmm.
we're not worried about too much of the water intrusion or anything like that that most of Pensacola has to face. We're not really there's not any flood zones where I am in Pace. So we're probably thinking around $2,100 a year, and I've seen it as low as $1,700 a year.
Yeah, yeah, brand new. I'd say between 1,500, 2 grand is a safe general idea of what you'd pay. Mine, buddy, you better double that easily.
Oh my goodness.
I'm thinking, depending on the age of everything, about 3,500 to 5 grand. I've seen some of them as high as $7,000 a year, in the same Cordova Park area. So it's going to be dependent, of course, of the house, everything that's inside of the house. But I'd say a rough estimate, 5 grand.
Gotcha. I feel like that's going to be like around 175 to $200 a month extra in my pocket whenever it comes to insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like I may have the edge on the price and the insurance. What do you think the advantage of living in Pensacola is?
Yeah, brother. So you've got, 200 bucks, in savings.
Yep.
Whoop de doo. Guess what? Everything you do's in Pensacola.
This is almost completely true.
Yep, you're going to be driving your life away.
Yeah. As far as events, as far as fun,
Yeah, I
as-
mean, we've talked about it. We covered it on this episode.
none of those events that we said were in Pace.
Nope.
And there's not, as far as, I mean, you could get by with living your life in Pace
Sure.
as long as you're not doing anything.
Well, there's plenty to do in Pace. Let's not go that far. Just anything fun if you're coming to Pensacola.
So yeah, as long as you're not doing anything, there's plenty of shops
Sure.
and food
Restaurants,
in,
yeah.
in Pensacola, or I mean Pace. Granted, most of the stuff in Pace is more of the chain fast food kind of stuff that you're looking at. Not too many good local spots.
No.
There's a food truck or two that might hit very well,
Sure.
but not crazy like what you see in Pensacola.
Yeah. Where you going out locally to eat? Pensacola.
Pensacola.
Yep. So that money you're saving, it's going to gas.
Yeah, I can attest to that wholeheartedly. In the prior month, I think I spent close to $150 on gas, and that is in a Honda.
Yeah.
Which normally gets very, very good gas mileage.
In a quote unquote slower month where there's not too many events we're attending, right?
Right.
That's not the heart of summer.
I didn't even, it wasn't like I was going a lot of places. Granted, I may not be the best person to go off of because as for my job, I do drive a lot in
Sure.
general. But everything is in Pensacola. My job for the most part is in Pensacola. All the fun is in Pensacola. I feel like I'm crapping on my home here because I love Pace. I'm not trying to down Pace at all.
No.
It's just if you do drive a lot, if you like to go out to this stuff, you're going to pay for it in gas for sure.
And again, not to downplay Pace, there are plenty of things to do. You're just not getting all the options of local things that are in Pensacola. And Pensacola is a bigger area than Pace, so of course, naturally, it's going to have more things. You can't go wrong with either city or either location. They both have their pros. They both have their cons. It's all going to be personal preference. It's all going to be what's best for you and the lifestyle you want to live. The fact that we're trying to argue against each other, it's just to give the people the options.
Yeah. I would say that all in all, it ends up being a wash. And I think you hit on the nail or the head of the nail perfectly. It's a lifestyle thing.
It's a lifestyle.
If you work from home a couple days a week, if you don't have to go to every event, if most of your stuff can be kept up in Pace is probably the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, mathematically, Pace is cheaper.
Right.
So Pensacola is going to cost you more in the long run. And again, it's just dependent on, again, where in Pensacola you live, right? Because there are some similar options like Matt has in Pace that are here in Pensacola. I just chose a desirable neighborhood just like he did in Pace there. But it's cheaper to live in Pace, but Pace is cheaper to own rather, and Pensacola is cheaper to live. So personal preference, lifestyle preferences.
I Couldn't agree more with you there. Well, whether you want the chaos from Waka Flocka in the Bay Center or the quiet, chill home of Pace, we can help you buy either one. You can check our bio or our descriptions of every video and click the link if you're looking to buy or sell in the Panhandle region. Hit us up. We'll help you out. Well, this podcast is called Yapaholics for a reason. Let's yap a little bit.
What you got?
That's what I was going to ask you. What do you got going on in life? What's business looking like for you? Do you have anything fun planned over the next month? Maybe a week. Maybe we only look out a week.
Sure.
What's the next week look like for you?
So I feel like January was busy business-wise. I've got a lot going on to keep me busy. I feel like January for me personally is like I hibernate and I don't really go out. There are some events to attend in January, but my year really starts in February. So we're doing the Jambalaya Cook-off. I'm sure I'll be downtown. Of course, there's Valentine's Day. There's different events going on in the city that you can always go to. We've got dinner planned, multiple times this month, multiple different lunch outings. So my year really starts in February. It really kicks off then. But as far as what do I have going on, a lot. There's not one to pinpoint it. I'm thankful for the month of February to be busy, as it has been kind of bone chilling out. So it seems to be warmer weather approaching. So it feels like we're de-thawing for a good year.
Thank goodness. I was getting sick and tired of that cold weather.
Yeah, I don't do well with cold weather. It's why I live in Pensacola.
Right.
Yeah. However, it got down to I don't know, 6 degrees a couple weekends ago. Asterisk.
That shouldn't be Florida
It's
weather.
illegal.
Well, as far as I go,
Yeah, what do you got?
business is picking up quite a
Good.
bit. I feel like more and more conversations are happening, which is always fun. And that's kind of my favorite part of everything, is being able to talk to people.
Yeah.
But outside of that, as
Ooh.
far as fun goes,
Yeah, tell us.
you might not be happy with this.
Uh-oh.
I got invited to play golf, which is great. It's coming up.
What do you mean?
That's why I'm going to be a little late to Raymond's on Sunday.
Why wasn't I invited?
Oh, because there was only one spot left, and I got invited first.
I'll get more details after this.
Yeah, you can too. It may or may not have to do with someone that leads this team.
Oh, they're dead to me.
Well, you can take it up with Eric for sure, but man, I can't wait to get back on the golf course.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, and this weather has been god awful for it. You could not catch me out in the freezing cold winds.
No way. It's not even worth it.
Which is the worst part about cold in Florida. A lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't get cold in Florida. You're right. It doesn't necessarily get crazy cold. And
Sure.
a lot of the times the cold can feel nice. It's the wind.
Yeah.
We don't have clothes that cover up the wind.
For a reason. I don't want to own those clothes. I just stay inside.
As you should.
Yeah.
Where the wind cannot get you. But it's crazy because during the summertime, you can never feel that wind. It's non-existent.
Yeah, we wish for it.
I'm pretty sure it's there. It just doesn't feel like it's there.
No, it's blowing hot air on you. That's all it's doing.
That's pretty much everything that I got going on. Is there anything that you want to highlight as far as listings or anything like that go?
I've got a couple coming soon. I can't talk about, but one I can mention. You're never gonna guess the location of one of the houses of the listing I have.
Pensacola?
Pace.
Oh, yes.
We'll talk about it soon. We're getting everything ready for it to go live, probably middle to end of February, so it'll be a couple episodes from now. But I've got a couple coming up. Be on the lookout for. We'll post all the info once it happens. We'll talk about it on the pod. But I'm working, busy, building the pipeline, building up inventory, hoping to have a good February.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I also have one coming probably around the beginning or middle to end of February, but it'll be in Gulf Breeze.
Oh, good area.
Yeah, it should be fun. It's a very unique house. It's a big house. So we'll see how it goes. Again, we'll get more information on that when we're closer to going live. And then also I have one in the pipeline, but it's not more until May. Okay. They're looking to list more in May. That one will be in Cantonment, which is also a phenomenal area. It's being built up right now. I think there's a Publix going in. We may bring more information on that later when we have it, but great area to look out for. Well, if that's all you got for us,
that's all I got this week,
CJ, then we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Next week, we'll be talking more about food around the Pensacola area.
That one's going to be a long one.
It should be a good one too. Well, if you've liked what you've heard so far, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, Until next time, CJ, we'll
Yap you later.
we'll yap you later.